the value that we never had on our own. Our problem in life is that a lot of us didn't have the luxury of growing up with no father or no mother. We didn't get no love from at home. We're not privileged to be from Schaumburg or one of these other places. So guess what? The streets raised us. The culture have changed, of course. But I don't want us, I talked about 30 years ago, my situation where I got incarcerated. But let's go a little bit further than that. In the 60s, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and the Black Panther Party, they was targeted by this COINTELPRO, by this racist attorney general by the name of J. Edgar Hoover. So we went for that banana and tailpipe back then, and guess what? In the early 80s and 90s, once again, people like me went for the same banana and tailpipe. They did these racist, war on drugs, and all of us was locked up. Not minimizing what I did, because what I did was sleazy, no doubt about it. Now, we falling for the same banana in the tailpipe. What they trying to do? No disrespect to anyone. I'm not anti-nobody, but I'm 100% pro-black, no doubt about it. They bring in illegal immigrants that we don't even know what they is, where they come from, whether they're rapists, murderers, and they put them in our communities. They pitting us against each other. Yes, sir. We're gonna fall for the same tricks. So why won't we, if it's not now, then when? Yeah. We have to unite as black men. Yes, sir. It's a reason we gotta unite. Because we've been falling for the same tricks forever. They didn't build no prisons back then for me or for my kids. They built it for my kids. All when I was in prison, trust me, and anybody who's in prison that long, they was praying for another chance in life. So Black Men United was created for two reasons. One of the reasons was to paint a different picture, tell a different story, and rewrite a new narrative that was positive, productive, and progressive. Not anti-nobody, but 100% pro-black. But that wasn't the only reason. We knew that we had to come back to our communities and repair some of the harm, and also we had, at one point in time, we might have to be vanguards to our community. That's the reason Black Men United was created. So, my experience in Africa really shocked my whole brain and everything I really thought in life. My brother James elaborated on what we experienced, but he sort of minimized what we really went through, because 3 grown men at nighttime in the bonfire was crying like little kids. We couldn't believe our people were suffering. Media indoctrination is something that we'll never be able to deal with. They told us that our African people hated us, there was this, there was that. Ain't none of that true. They're the strongest people you ever meet in your life. They got a spirit, and when you hear about spirit like warriors, that's exactly what they is. We also had a blessing. We was blessed to go to Maasai. And this is one of the strongest communities in Africa. They're the only ones that maintain a tribal culture and everything. So when we got there, I was like, I don't know what we're doing. But once we got there, they went into their culture, and I felt it. I had to maintain myself in the seat. I almost got up. Hey, June was dancing in his seat. Brother James, and I'm like, wow, this is crazy. But I'm going to get to the crust of it. They said they wanted to give us their names. So they gave us their names. And lo and behold, when they came to me, I couldn't believe they gave me the name Olusegun. For those of you who don't know, Olusegun is just a man of peace. I ain't never been about peace. I couldn't believe it. It blew my conscience. So with that, I knew I had another calling from God. And I'm calling on everybody that's here. Go grab 10, 20 people. Talk to them. Tell them, listen, I'm not telling you. Listen, the only thing I'm saying is let's quit hurting each other.
Yes, sir.
That's the first step. Yes, sir. We got to get their attention. I know, just like my old saying I always say I learned in school, it's impossible to get a solution to a problem without the problem written on the board. Our youth is our so-called problem. We need to have them in these type of environments where we're talking to them. Everybody say they're talking to them, and Brother James is right. The amount of money that we spending ain't gonna do no good. So in closing, I gotta say this. because my number one bucket list always has been to go to Africa. That's our home. I love it to death. And in fact, I took some of their soil and I got it at home right now. So what I'm gonna say to all y'all is, even scripture, we're in the church, and the pastor talked about what the Bible says. The Bible also said that charity starts at home. Well, America and the world, our charity is in Africa. That's where our home is at.
All right. Peace.